Good morning, everybody. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. Did you know you're a leader? Yes, you. Did you know that you are a leader? Everyone who names Jesus as Lord has leadership woven into their calling and their purpose. So much so that all of us have been brought under the auspices of the Great Commission, where Jesus says, go into all the world and make disciples to my glory. It's this idea that Jesus expects us to be good leaders who translate the gospel in myriad of ways everywhere we go from now on in our life. And that's why I get to say, did you know you are a leader? Maybe it's in a leadership of your siblings or a leadership of your family, kids and grandkids, leadership of your household, leadership in your place of work, leadership in your community, leadership amongst your friends, leadership amongst the people that you mentor or disciple. Either way, you are the leader. But here's my question. Are you a Jesus type leader? What does that mean? Well, at the end of the day, Jesus, let's kind of say this, was the greatest leader and is the greatest leader in the history of the universe because he's God. Yet as God, Paul says in Philippians chapter 2, he humbled himself, whereby he took on the form of servant, which means that when I ask the question, are you a Jesus type leader? I'm asking the question, are you a servant leader? I remember Dr. Jerry Young, who was a famous Mississippi preacher, but was heralded because he never flew. He never flew. Now, this guy literally has gone all over the Western world. So all over the United States, all over Mexico, all over Central America, all over South America. And guess what? The dude never gets on a plane. He's just freaked out by planes. One time, this pastor's introducing him to speak at the Mississippi State Baptist Convention. And he says, now, Dr. Jerry, I don't understand, because he's afraid of planes. Doesn't he know that when you get up into these planes, you're high and closer to the Lord? And everybody just laughs. And Dr. Jerry Young methodically approaches the stage and he looks out along the crowd and says, my brother says that in a plane you are high and close to the Lord, but he has not read the scripture whereby it said, and lo, I'll be with you always. It's funny, but the whole idea is that that's true. That when we walk lowly in our leadership, God will be with us always. So Philippians chapter 2, verse 6, it says that though he, Jesus, was in the form of God, he didn't count equality with God a thing to be grasped, but emptied himself by taking the form of a servant. Being born in the likeness of men and being found in human form, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. I love this because it says that God deserved to lead any kind of way he wanted, but he poured himself into the form of a servant. And he didn't look at leadership as something to be grasped, but rather something to be given away. And he became a servant leader. So that's my question to you. Are you marked in your leadership by grasping after something? Or are you marked in your leadership by giving away something to others? Jesus says that's the gospel leadership I'm looking for in you. So what kind of leader are you? I hope it's a servant leader. I'll close with a thought I saw online the other day. It said that bad leaders believe that their people work for them. Good leaders believe that their people work with them. But great leaders believe that they work for their people. It may be said of me in this pastorate that I work for you and that I enjoy the privilege of serving you. It may be said in your leadership too, that you're marked by service, not by grasping, but by giving. That's hope for today. I'll see you next time.